Glide Sully here, checking in from the once independent Lone Star State. So this is a VR to Beans316. Brian Doran. He is celebrating 7 years of pipe making, and I left the house and made a bit of a mistake because I wanted to be smoking one of his pokers while I was doing this video. Brian makes some really good pipes. I have one, and I keep thinking I need to buy another because I really like the way it smokes. I don't dedicate very many pipes, but I've dedicated this one to English, and it smokes in English tobacco probably better than most of my other pipes. So if you don't have a Brian Doran pipe, keep an eye on keep an A. Or an I, your choice. Keep an eye on eBay. I believe he is Briarguy on eBay. So he asked us to share as our VRs our favorite place to smoke a pipe. And I have, as I was thinking through that, I was like, favorite. So it's kind of like saying, what's your favorite song? I have a really hard time answering that question because it depends on where I'm at and kind of the mood that I'm in. And my favorite place to smoke a pipe is kind of the same way. As an example, you're looking at one of my favorite places to smoke a pipe, especially after work or after big meetings that I might have, because it's kind of a way to relax a little bit on my drive home, or maybe even, you know, if I have a big meeting, relax a little bit on the way in to the office, which is kind of what I'm doing today. But I'm going to share with you another location. So I've been kind of building small little spots, or what I call my pipe retreats. And right now I'm in the process of building my office. I don't have any pictures of that, although it's coming together slowly but surely. But the first pipe retreat that I built was my back porch. And it's really not a build as much as it is just kind of accessorizing it to have the things that I like to have when I smoke my pipe. And I'm going to show that to you. Actually, I'm going to show that to you full size so that you can see it, because I kind of want to talk through why I've done what I've done, and it's nothing major. As you can probably see now, this is my back porch. It's not a big back porch, just big enough to keep me out of the rain most of the time. You'll see that I've got some cloth hanging down on the far left side. That is a painter's tarp that I've strung across, and it looks really nice when they're all pulled back together. But in the middle of winter here, sometimes I still want to sit outside. I love being outside. More often than not, I'd rather be outside than inside. So I built kind of an enclosed porch using painter's drop cloth. It was inexpensive to do, but it kind of creates a little retreat in the middle of winter and still allows me to get some fresh air. You'll also see that I have a heater on the porch, and yes, I am in Texas, and yes, I have a heater because we are, frankly, pansies when it comes to the cold. We are fairly well acclimated to having warm temperatures, and in the winter when it gets down into the 40s, we freeze. I know that's not technically freezing, but we freeze. So I have a heater there, and when I close all of those painter's tarps and enclose the whole porch, it retains that heat really well. You can also see my lounge chair. The one on the right is the one that I typically sit in, and every once in a while my son will join me on the back porch, which is a treat. And he sits on the left side, and you can't really see it, but if you see that tiki torch on the left side, That is sitting right next to it's kind of a Rubbermaid container that holds a TV. And I use a Roku on that TV, so I can get all of my cable channels. We can watch games out there, which we often do. That's usually when I get his presence with me, if we're watching, a movie that we like, or a football game, or even a baseball game. Go Royals! And you'll see that door has a dog door, and that's so that my dogs can join me. I have a couple of smoking buddies. I think you might have met them on one of my previous videos. And then you'll also notice that I have a smoker on the right, and just at the kind of bottom left, you'll see a Weber grill. And so I often sit on the back porch, smoke a pipe, while I'm, smoking ribs, smoking a brisket, or grilling up some chicken for dinner. So I am kind of the official meat cooker in the house. So I cook most of our meat, especially if we're doing like barbecue type stuff. My wife doesn't like touching it, and frankly, I don't like her touching it, because that's my territory. And she appreciates it, and I appreciate that she appreciates it. So so that is my back porch. That is the first pipe retreat that I've built in the house, and that was kind of my area of solitude where I can kind of go out, sit, relax, and kind of get away from things without having to leave the house, drink a bourbon or two, and just kind of kick my feet back, literally kick my feet up, and enjoy a pipe. So as I said, I'm in the process of building an office. I've made the mistake of using that office while I'm building it, which makes it twice as hard, because every time I want to do something, I have to clean before I work. But that's also another place. I have a TV out there. It's a third car garage, and so I still get the fresh air by opening up the garage door. I've got a TV, I've got a desk, my office desk that I built. I've got a video somewhere on that. So that's where I like to smoke my pipe. So Brian, I totally understand you're wanting to build on your back porch so that you have a view. That's kind of what my back porch is for me. It's a little bit of a view. It's not a great view, but I get to look at the backs of other houses. But I have a green belt in between me and the other set of houses, so it's kind of a nice little view. Totally understand why you're building it, and I look forward to watching your progress as you move forward. So that's all for this video. I'm going to go ahead and check out, and as always, keep the rubber side down, and I am Briarguy solely.